All right, welcome back to the Beer, Bacon, and Bros. This is our anniversary week for 3 years, so we're kicking off with some crazy stuff. We got Austin back from his little his work camp down in Houston doing some weird stuff. There's always got Keith, got Chris, Adam, I'm Alex. We're gonna do a beer review here from the Fatty Beer Works.
Hey,
I think it's in Charleston.
It is in Charleston.
We made it.
Fatty's Beer Works. It's the Color of Energy Honey Amber Ale, 5.5%.
We may have made this beer. Just saying.
Fatty's Beer.
We did.
They've been handcrafting their beers since 2014.
We did go 7% on the sandwich.
Honey Amber makes me feel like it's gonna be so like
Sweet.
no smooth. I don't know if the
If
honey's
it
gonna be
does not
strong.
come out it comes out the color.
It
of
looks
the
like
can.
honey.
It comes out the color.
It looks
of the
like
can.
raw honey.
I like that though. Look at that.
That is
little
a
side by side
good-looking
right there.
beer, boy.
Comes out the perfect
A
color.
honey. If you
on
said
the can.
if you told me to like give you the honey amber color,
That's
it's-
it.
it's-
That's
it's-
it. You can do a little more than that.
Nah.
What? There's five.
So is Austin
Yeah.
like our own Zach Wilson now? Just like hanging out with everybody's
Except
mom?
no, he's not. He's hanging out with mom, but he's not doing nothing with the mom.
He's not young Jamie and Zach Wilson out here banging them up.
He ain't Jake.
It smells like honey. It smells like honey.
It does.
Ooh!
It smells very strong. Like it looks like honey. It smells like honey.
That's
Awesome.
beer, boy.
Finish that off.
I wish it was a little thicker.
A little thicker. What do you mean?
A little viscousy.
A little more viscousy. It would make me think.
It does have a real honey smell.
It has a very.
It's got very good honey smell.
That's October in
It
a
smells
glass right
very
there, boy.
good.
What was this called
Ooh,
again?
that's good.
Color of Energy.
That is like a really good.
It's not sweet enough.
It's
There's not enough honey in it.
It's not
It's
sweet
not
enough.
sweet enough, but
I'm okay with
I
that,
agree.
though.
This is like an Oktoberfest beer.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it not being overly sweet.
It
though.
hurts
I
me.
am too.
It hurts me that you have right on the label. It says honey amber.
In the can is nothing but like you can tell it's honey being swirled around.
Yeah. I want the more.
I want that honey
yeah,
flavor.
I want the honey to kick down the door.
Speaking of honey, did you ever put honey in your Cheerios when you were kids?
The honey nut Cheerios that came with honey already on them?
Yeah.
No.
I put extra honey in mine.
Yeah, I
It was
can
delicious.
see you doing that.
And that's
you can
how.
tell by looking at them.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how we got big.
Would you ball them up too when they stuck together?
They would ball up together with the honey. It would sit in the milk. It would get all like, it'd be a little clump.
So they're eating cereal balls.
Yeah.
With milk. Yeah, and they soak it in milk.
All right, and that was Chris's dumb take of the day.
Oh my god. How have we not heard this before? And how did Austin not remember
How
this?
did you not know this? You live with the
Well,
man.
that's
for-
why-
Because he ate Pop-Tarts every morning.
No, why did I ask him if he balled them up? Because I knew that they balled up. So I was.
So he didn't ball them up.
Yeah, they naturally
Well, like
ball
when
up.
you
And
stir,
naturally clump and stuff
when you
together.
stir it up. It's
I don't.
I do wish it was a touch sweeter. I think
Yeah.
it's just such a great flavor, though. I mean,
I'm not.
it is-
I think this is a really
I'm not a
good-
big sweet beer fan, but I do think this needs a little bit more sweetness.
I don't
I don't know. I think this is a really good amber. I think-
No, it's a
It's
solid beer. I like the beer.
I think if y'all know me from the earlier sessions when I was on here regularly, I'm a big. If you say it in the name,
You
should
should
have
it better be there.
We've contained that. We've
And-
continued
yeah,
that
and I
motto.
know y'all have, but like
the other 200 beers we've done.
no,
since you haven't
yeah, I know y'all have, but like this is one of those where it's purely on my mind. Like,
You
Oh
want
no,
more
it's
honey.
gonna be Knox because there's no honey taste.
yeah, the honey's not
Right,
there. And
no,
that's,
I mean-
that's just what I want. And
I'm not gonna knock, but I'm not gonna knock it enough because it's a crappy
So 5-5.
beer. But I am gonna knock it down
Yeah,
a
5-5.
little bit because it doesn't have the honey taste.
It's a good. It's winter. I mean, or it's fall, winter.
It's a very good Oktoberfest.
You
beer.
could drink this at a football tailgate with
All
a nice
day.
70-degree day.
If it's
all
cool,
day.
if you got a little chill in the air.
That's why I said
Yeah,
70.
yeah.
That's not chili.
That's not cool enough.
That's not.
That's not cool
That is
enough.
cool enough. If
I know you're
it's a
supposed to
higher
say that ain't cool,
Hey,
buddy.
It's a
There
higher
be some
today.
big boys. We need some
That
more
ain't
cool.
cool.
Fine, a 65-degree
I'm
day.
saying the higher
I'll take that.
65 is perfect. Well, if you get in the shade, it kind of almost gets like a little bit
A little
like
chilly.
a little bit of a bite to it.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
it's 70 with a strong breeze.
With a good booty.
Nah, I don't like
That's-
that.
that's
Too much
something
wind will mess up my plans, man.
Mess up that hair.
Hey,
I don't like the wind.
hey,
Well, look
Oh.
at these locks right here, man.
Yeah.
These things are
Yeah.
growing.
Yeah.
Looking good.
I don't know. I think this is a very good amber. I like the bite to it. It could be a touch sweet, but I'm okay with it not being.
I like that little bitter bite.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
a okay with it not being overly sweet. With-
I could be okay with it having more sweetness in it, but I'm okay with it being the way that it is.
Yes, I'm content with the way it is. Would I be mad if it was a little more sweeter? No.
Right.
But I am absolutely fine with where it's at. But again, sticking to a thing. If you're gonna say you want honey, it's got to be there just a little bit more. I was gonna go 7.5 originally, but deducting 0.3, going 7.2.
Okay.
7.2.
I was gonna go 7.2 with you, so I'll just go ahead and go because, I'm too big of a fan of honey for me to see it labeled as a honey beer.
And like you're saying, even with like the can design, it gives you that vibe.
It looks like a honey on the can.
Yeah,
you're almost like you. I want like the little candies bit of honey. Like you almost want that to it. Like so I'm kind of disappointed in it, but it's still a really good. The amber ale for it, like especially like you said during the Oktoberfest, this would be a great beer to drink. Really great tasting for what it is. Just the title was a little bit deceiving to me, so I had to dug it down a little bit.
Misleading.
Yeah.
It's really like what we've had the last couple of weeks. We've had beers that have really great smells. They smell like what you expect it to taste like.
Yeah.
And then you taste it, and it's just like
it
falls flat. Yeah. It's just like, well, what's the point of that? So. But with that being said, I'm going to be right there with you guys. I'm going to be right at that 7.2 range. If this had a little bit more sweetness, a little more honey, I was going to be in that like 7.8, 7.9. But because it doesn't have that, I'm going to be at that 7.2.
Wow. I'm going to be a little higher than you. I'm going to go 7.7. I really, really enjoy the beer. I'm with you 100% with just like a little bit touch of honey to give
So if it was
nice
a little bit
sweetness.
more touch, is it in the 8?
It's 81 probably, yeah. I mean, when I smelled this beer, I looked at this beer, I was preparing for the sip, I was like, this could really be in the 8s. And when it just came a little flat on the sweet, I think it's a super solid amber.
Oh, that's a great amber.
If you didn't have honey in the name, like you gave me a bland
This
can,
would be the 8s.
This would be in the 8s.
Yeah.
Like just from an amber perspective, it would be in the 8s. But when I'm just wanting that sweetness of the honey, it's just missing that touch of sweetness that it needs.
I mean, I hate to do it, but
You're going the 6s, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm going 6.9.
That's where I thought you were going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, don't get me wrong, it's a good beer, like, but it's back to that labeling thing, and I know we've said it 1,000 times, but it is that, like, it smells great, the can looks good, I like that the beer is the color of the can, too, like, it comes out that, like,
That honey amber color.
that honey amber color, like, I'm saying, like, it's a whole point, probably, for me, that it did not taste like honey. Like, I feel so strong.
You were harsh on that, yeah.
I feel so strongly. It's probably a whole point. Like, it's probably a 7.9 beer if we get that kick of the honey. If it meets me at the door and I go, bam, this is honey. It smells like honey. It tastes like honey. 7.9, 8.0. So I'll go 6.9. I'll go 7.0. I'll go 7. I think it deserves to be in the 7.
Now you get a little more respect.
I think it
Put some
deserves.
respect on that name.
I think it deserves to be in the 7. So I'll go 7.
I would get this beer again without a doubt.
All right, so Austin, like Chris was saying, if this didn't have honey in the name, would you be in the 8s on it, or would you still be in that high 7 range?
7.7, 7.8, somewhere around in
I think
there.
I'd be in the 8 range if we didn't have the honey deception.
Yeah.
I think that,
I mean, it's just beautiful amber.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
from smell to color to
Taste.
Smoothness to taste.
well, another big
you know-
thing that kicks in with me is I love honey. So like,
Yeah, we I think the three of us right here in the middle
Yeah,
are
like,
so passionate about
I'm
honey.
very passionate about honey. That's why I say that whole point swing is because like I heard the name honey and
You
I'm
wanted
like,
honey.
I'm like,
Dude, like,
yeah,
every-
like this is gonna be my beer. And
Almost
it's
like every
That's
day,
like even
every-
coconut in beers.
You
I
just
swear,
see it in
every
beers,
day in basic training at lunch, one of the things I would do to like
Biscuit
carbo
roll.
load and get energy was a
Honey
peanut butter
hamburger
and
and
honey
honey
sandwich.
sandwich.
But the honey would almost seep through the other side of the
Yeah,
bread. Like that's how much I love honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be, I mean, you don't see honey in beers either, though. Like, you just don't see a lot of craft beers that are trying to put honey as a flavor. So, man, if they had just touched the sweetness a little bit
I
more,
think
let me
that's
ask you
coming
this
through.
thing.
yeah.
With honey, I mean, I know honey does have like a distinct flavor and everything like that. But do you think if they put the honey in a lighter beer versus putting it in an amber, maybe like a Pils or something a little lighter, if that would have been
It probably would have been a little bit more distinct that way.
right? Because I personally think because you're putting a lighter flavor in honey in a darker, robust beer, I think the beer is going to overpower some of the honey flavor. So I think if you put that in a lighter beer, like you said, an ale or even a pills or maybe even a goza, just to have that sweet salty combination.
Yeah.
I think you would have more of a flavorful beer.
Salty honey.
So, I think you could. Yeah, I think them putting it in an amber kind of is putting it at a disadvantage for the honey flavor itself. But again, for it being an amber, I still like it for being the amber. But,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree.
All right, so back down the line. You were
7-2.
7-7,
7-2.
7-0.
and 7-2. All right. And what was that?
The color of
The
energy.
color of energy honey amber ale from Fatty Beer Works.
And that's a review.